Hey everybody, welcome to a special Tuesday live stream. I'm here with Kurt Mexican and the world's premier voice impressionist, Mike McRae's on the line. Hi, Mike.
Hello, James.
Your sketch came true. You did a sketch about Alec Baldwin doing a reality show, and it turns out he is doing a reality show about his family.
Yep.
That should endear him.
Oh, stay tuned.
We shall see. I wish they told the real behind-the-scenes stuff where he's constantly yelling at them, threatening to smack them.
There's going to be a second reality show where they just interview the crew of this one.
Yeah.
Talking about what the fuck this...
He's got to be trying to walk on... because, you know, the last one with that woman saying, just say Palestine or whatever she wanted to say. You couldn't see it on the tape, but the woman's name is Crackhead Barney. That's her name. It's a black lady with a neck brace and a crutch and white face. That's who's saying that to him on the kid.
No kidding.
So he was holding it to get... So this is why you know he's like a prick, because if I was being harassed that way, I would laugh so hard. A woman with a neck brace and a crutch and white face. Yeah, her name, Piers Morgan had her on. Piers Morgan immediately knew to have her on.
It's time for the world to get Mike McCrazy. Here we go. Ready? Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Hola, senor. Yo soy el presidente Joe Biden.
Hey, Mr. President. How are you?
I'm great, Jimmy. Jimmy, I want to wish you and everyone there a happy Pride Month.
Thank you.
At this point, it seems like some version of this is happening at any given time, and I couldn't be more thrilled. Are you feeling pride, Jimmy?
Yes. Yes, Mr. President, I'm very proud, feeling pride. I'm not sure for what, but I am. And are you going to have a big pride event at the White House again like last year?
Oh, no, not after last year, no.
Oh, why? Remind me, what happened last year, Mr. President?
Oh, man, you love making me tell this story, don't you? Oh, yeah, we had this big pride event on the White House lawn. Big rainbow decorations, whole 9 yards. We invited people from that community, the LGBTQIA+ community. And we tried to hit all the letters, too. I'm not sure if we had an asexual or not.
Right.
They don't come to parties anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
And Q is queer. I'm pretty sure that's a straight guy who paints his fingernails. Who knows if we got a plus?
Right. You never can tell if a plus shows up.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, one of them was a trans TikTok influencer.
Right.
And she filmed herself flopping her fake breasts out of her dress and juggling them around right there on the White House lawn. And it went viral on TikTok. Of course, Fox News had a field day with it, and we had to quietly ban her for life from the White House for flopping her fake tits out.
Yeah.
Not a lot of winners in that situation, Jim.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, so this year for Pride, we're doing something different.
So what's that?
Shutting down the border.
What?
Oh, you heard me, Senor Jimmy. Bit of a curveball, isn't it? Fox News expecting more White House titty bingo, but instead, fascism. Boom. Nobody saw that coming.
Wow.
We did in this really fancy pants way, too. If you recall, we had a bipartisan legislation on the border ready to go, but Trump told his GOP toadies to abandon it for let's go Brandon reasons.
Yeah.
But nowadays, we have the executive order, which allows the president to just do anything, apparently. And it keeps expanding in power, too, over time. It'll be interesting to see where that trend leads in the future. Anyway, point is, we use an executive order to get this done.
And what does it do exactly?
Jimmy, I'm glad you asked. So here's the plan. Once daily asylum seekers average 2,500 per day over a week's average, which it already has, we shut down the border. And we don't open the border again until that number dips to 1,500 per day. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. I mean, wait. So if you just shut the border down, obviously fewer people will show up and seek asylum. So I assume it would drop to 1,500 pretty quickly, at which point you reopen the border?
Right.
And the result of that would be you would be flooded again with asylum seekers, shooting the number quickly back up to 2,500.
At which point we would shut the border again.
So you're creating this weird cycle of shutting and opening the border just constantly. What is this going to accomplish?
Absolutely nothing.
I know.
But it looks great on paper because most people will not think it through.
This is insane, kind of.
Thank you. But luckily, we have a new partner on the other side of the border. Mexico has elected a new president. Her name is Claudia Sheinbaum. Now, Jimmy, if I were to meet a woman named Claudia Sheinbaum, I would guess that she were either A, yoga instructor on the Upper East Side of Manhattan.
Yes.
Or B, the president of Mexico. And only if she's not carrying a mat would I guess B.
Right.
I look forward to meeting Claudia and working with her to further tackle these problems. And if nothing else, it would be my honor to meet the first female president elected in North America.
Uh-huh.
This has just got to be killing Hillary.
Oh. Oh, you know it is.
Oh, you know it, man. We're fucking dying here over this shit. And right after the Trump conviction, too, just perfect timing. She's got to switch from gloating mode to moping mode so fast she'll need a neck brace. As Lord knows, she only has those two modes.
Yep.
And a socialist, too. A woman to the left of Hillary. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I love that part so much. Sorry, Hill, you should have been a Jewish socialist in Mexico if you wanted to win.
That's pretty great.
You may think I'm a terrible president, but we can both laugh about that, I'm pretty sure.
I do, and we can, sir.
All right, well, I gotta go. I still have a long day of being a terrible president. Now that I've fixed the border problem Biden style, maybe I can tackle something else today before dinner. Who knows? Maybe infrastructure. The world's your oyster when you got a can of Band-Aids jangling around. Anyway, happy Pride Month, everybody, and keep your goddamn cans in their holster, for Christ's sake.
Very nicely done. Very funny. Nice.
Gracias, mi amigo.
I didn't think about that Hillary angle to that. That's a very funny angle.
Boy, she's got to be.
I'm sure she thought of it.
Yeah. Oh, you know she did. Okay, ring, ring. Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this? Oh.
Hi, Jimmy. This is Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Well. Our old friend, Dr. Fauci. How are things, buddy? I must say, I don't believe we've heard from you in quite a while.
Yeah, well, you were always shitting all over me. It's not like I'm going to purposely call into a show that's doing that. Now that everyone else is shitting all over me for the same reasons you've been shitting all over me for 3 years now, I figure, what the hey, let's give Jimmy a call.
I see. Very interesting. It appears that you had an interesting time testifying in front of Congress the other day, huh?
Oh, yeah, real fun. Love to sit around and get an ear banging from those jabronis for 4 fucking hours.
What did you expect? You seem taken aback. Were you not aware that you would be testifying in front of Congress that day or something?
No, I had no idea. I thought it was a Baskin Robbins, and I just wandered in. They made me sit down. Yeah, of course I fucking knew.
Jeez.
I just wasn't prepared for the level of vitriol. Like I said earlier, the vitriol, Jimmy. The level of
it. Yeah. There's a lot of vitriol out there towards you, sir.
Yeah, tell me about it. Which is disheartening, because it doesn't make me feel too good about our country's preparedness for the next pandemic, whenever that comes.
Do you think that maybe some of that might have to do with the great level of mistrust the public has about how you handled the last one? I mean, specifically how it was handled by you.
What the fuck you talking about?
Oh, come on, Dr. Fauci. Even the 6-foot social distancing, that number, it turns out completely made up. Just made up.
I mean, kind of. Well, what's wrong with 6 feet? Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Sir, the public assumes that these types of numbers are arrived at by scientific research, not sounds about right.
All right, look, I'm going to level with you. Sometimes you arrive at these numbers by data and clinical trials and that kind of shit, that science shit. And sometimes you arrive at it because Don't Stand So Close to Me by the Police comes on the laboratory radio. It's just how it is.
Oh, my God.
And so what? Did you hate people staying 6 feet apart? Was that a bother to you? You want to be all crowded up and shit, people all over your ass? Personally, I liked everybody spreading the fuck out. It was nice for a change. Glad I could help. You're welcome.
That's not the point, sir.
Well, that's the point I'm making over here.
Yeah, isn't it interesting how the lab leak hypothesis is now favored rather than a crackpot conspiracy theory?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on. You're not in front of Congress anymore. Remember when people speculated that the virus originated in the lab in Wuhan, and that was called a crazy conspiracy theory? Well, now it seems to actually be the case.
No, it was a wet market. Wet market, that's what we said then, and we're sticking to it now.
What's the objection to the lab leak?
It's racist.
But, well, it sounds racist, like calling it No, it's not. It's not racist.
Well, it sounds racist.
No.
Like calling it the Chinese virus. That's racist. So saying it came from a Chinese lab where they studied these exact types of viruses in Wuhan is also racist because the word Chinese is in there.
Chinese is not a racist word. It's the official word for the of or from the country of China.
Yeah, but it's getting close to racist. You got to at least admit that. You do kind of think twice saying Chinese, right? Like, careful. I think in the next 10, 15 years, Chinese will go the way of Oriental. It'll be it used to be the polite word, but now it's racist to call people that. Well,
then, what will you call Chinese people then?
I don't know, but the young people will guide us.
Wow, you really are full of it, aren't you? You know, it's becoming the oldest trick in the book. Don't like an idea that appears to be true, causes you problems, reduces your credibility. Just call it racist or white supremacist, no matter how completely batty that sounds.
It really is a great tool, that particular accusation. It gets you out of a lot of hot water. It's hard to fight that accusation. People want to think other people are racist for some fundamental need they have. So, yeah, take advantage, I'd say.
Jesus Christ.
You really are just unrepentant, aren't you?
Come on now. Now you're sounding like one of them hothead congressmen. You're just repeating their talking points.
He got you good, Jimmy.
Excuse me? I'm the one who made these so-called talking points before everybody else. If anything, other people are stealing my material.
You know the drill. When the mainstream starts doing the material, it becomes hacky.
Yep.
You got to drop it and go with something new. It's tainted.
Okay. Is that another thing you just made up?
Tell you what, kid. The next time we have a pandemic, and we will, and whoever is in charge is going to fuck that one up too, believe you me, because I saw to it. You can be the first out of the gate calling bullshit, and I'll give you full credit.
Oh, wow. Well, that really makes me feel a lot better, or maybe, I don't know. I don't like being right about this.
Oh, well, take it from me. It beats being wrong about it.
You really aren't going to face any consequences for the handling of the pandemic, are you?
I used to think no, but I don't know. Things are changing. Even mainstream outlets are starting to go back and question how we did things. That's not a good sign.
Yep.
CNN questioning shit. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Anyway, until that point, me and Hotez got an early tea time tomorrow, so I should probably skedaddle.
You son of a bitch.
Look, I know you're mad as shit, but you're mad at the real Dr. Fauci, not this fake character Dr. Fauci. I'm a fun guy. You can't hate me. I can quote Jerky Boys with you. I cuss all the fucking time. Come on. Who loves you, baby?
All right, enough. I can't stand this anymore. Goodbye.
Quote Jerky Boys with you.
All right. Great job, Mike
Yay,
McRae.
Mike.
Mike, when's your next show in Austin?
Pardon?
When's your next show in Austin?
Well, follow me on Instagram, Mike McRae Online, MACRAE, and post all my dates.
Okay. All right. That great job today. We're going to move along. Take care, buddy.
All right. Take care, guys.
All right,
Okay.
bye, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Let's go over to Steph.
All right, we're gonna do a card,
Oh, we got to go to...
and then we'll be back.
found a rabbi hole, tunnels and all. There's Jews in the walls. Isn't it bliss? The rabbinical grace, soiling the mattresses. Well, let me tell you.
Shut it down.
If I were Rabbi Shmuley and diddle 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 digga digga diddle diddle dum, all day long I'd diddle little bums. If I were a Shmuley man, I'd peddle all my dildos, dreidel dildos, selling dildos with my daughter and her mum. If I were a Jewish Shmuley man, I'd be digging with a dildo in my bum. I'd wear a grotesque nose and go grab some goyim right on the nipple with a pinch. A Shabbos lap dance brace for the youngest mensch.
At this time, more than any other time, you know, revolution is necessary. It is necessary. Not only based on what has happened with the MOVE organization, you know, the babies that have been murdered, you know, MOVE adults that have been murdered, bombs being dropped on us, but past that to what is happening with all black people, so-called minority people, you know, money poor people. You know, this government, as has been said earlier, has waged war on us. But, you know, something about us, particularly here in America, we don't really understand that. You know, we don't really know what war is. You know, for black people, for poor people, that people see as good, that they wasn't forced to do, that they didn't do to try to keep black people appeased, and calm down so that black people wouldn't riot. A prison situation is a crystallized example of that. You can make phone calls in prison. They have movies in prison. But they don't have those things because they just want to be nice to prisoners. They have those things because they know damn well if they don't have, people being able to contact their family, if they don't have, facilities for people to sit there and watch movies, people are going to be frustrated, upset, and they're going to direct that frustration at them prison administrators. And they're going to have riots on their hands. They're going to have people in them prisons turning them prisons out. That's why they have movies. That's why they have access to phones the way they do. And a stop to it when we don't like it, or encouraging it when it's something that's in our interest. We have to call the shots. The people have to take the reins of this system and start dictating, what we need, what needs to be done. And, taking the initiative to do it ourselves. We can't rely on this system. Don't people see what's happening? Every single confrontation that MOVE people have been involved in, every single issue, oppression, economic issues, every single issue facing our people, is something that can be dealt with very, very simply. All people got to do is make their wishes known. All people have to do is stand up and say, listen, we're not accepting that. Unity is the key. Unity is the key to revolution. Revolution ain't nothing to be afraid of. It ain't nothing to shy away from. Revolution, contrary to what officials, this system and those backing the officials running the system, want people to believe that revolution means violence, means blood in the street. I'm saying it can get to that point, but it don't have to be violent. When people come together and take a strong stand on an issue, this government don't have no choice but to listen. Where you think they get their authority from? They don't have no power, but they do have authority to do certain things. Where you think they get it from? They get it from us, from the people. They get it from us accepting the things that they do to be done to stop it. Then you have some people who want to then turn around and say, yeah, well, it's the best we have, and want to make excuses. The time for excuses is over. It's over. Every man, woman, and child has to be involved in this revolution. Not only has to be, but is, whether you want to be or not. Our babies gave their lives for this revolution on May 13th. Men, women, and children were murdered. And not just MOVE babies. What about all of the young men, women, children 8, 9 years old shot down on the street by cops, by drug pushers? Where do you think that mentality comes from? It comes from this system, from the mentality of this system of getting over, making a quick buck, I'm saying that's where that needs to be done to stop it. Then, what I want people to really, really understand is that it's past time. It is past time for poor people, black people, to realize that this system has failed you. It has failed you. You can't get nothing from it. And what people got to do is withdraw our support from it and start doing for ourselves. That's what we got to do. How long are people going to sit back and beg, this government to do what's right when for hundreds of years all you've gotten is a slap in the face? All you've gotten is this government kicking your ass. That's all. That's all black people have ever gotten from this government.
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletter. Just visit